I see an indoor generation growing up. I see them connected to screens, but I want them to build forts in the woods. I want them to come and skip rocks on the river. I want them to roll down the hill. That's what I want. A few years ago, there was a Met study that talked about communities of color not accessing parks in the same rate as their white counterparts. So everybody's looking for ways to remove the barriers that exist for people of color accessing the outdoors, and particularly nearby nature.
Hey guys, we're gonna play a big group game. Follow me.
Well, we're here in Hidden Falls Park. The YMCA has relationships with communities all around this area, and so that allows us to bring in groups of kids that we already know and have that relationship built in, and then partnering with the National Park Service just kind of adds that quality and their expertise in teaching about this area.
One of the big reasons that we have the partnership with Hidden Falls and YMCA here is that Hidden Falls is right next to a huge center of the city of St. Paul. And so we want to get the kids who have this national park right in their backyard here.
If you're with Ashmeada's group, head on over to Ashmeada.
Over here! 1, 2,
If you're with Sam's group.
Growing up, I decided in middle school to sign up for camp just to see what it was like. I ended up liking how positive everyone was. It was just such a positive environment, and in my camp too, we really incorporate the 4Y values, and so I learned a lot about that just being at camp, and every day they have skits that talk about it, or we have songs that talk about it. And so I think it really helped instill good morals and good values into me. I like that. That looks good. Ooh, I like how you outlined it. I like it. I'd buy it.
I'll buy it.
See, Marshawn just said he'd buy it. Look at that, you got 2 customers right there.
One of the things that YMCA talks about with kids is responsibility. And so we can turn that into your responsibility is taking care of something like a national park, like the Mississippi River.
We may be able to bring young people to one of our day camps or an overnight camp for that matter, or the backyard of one of our YMCAs, but to open their eyes to these National Park Service assets that are right in their community. What might that do in terms of their interest in nature, their stewardship in nature down the line?
Let's talk about the ones that we find in the river. The largemouth bass, right? This is the one that people really like to catch, right?
Oh, I know.
And then there's the smallmouth bass, right?
As a kid, I was part of some of the YMCA camps, and the YMCA really kind of helped spark my interest.
There's 3 types of these catfish called bullhead catfish, right? There's black bullheads, brown bullheads, and yellow bullheads.
I really, really hope to continue on teaching kids how to fish and teaching kids how awesome it is to be outdoors.
So I found something really cool right here. Anybody ever got stickers on them? I was just going to give everybody a sticker, and then you can pull it off and look at it. Okay, now I'm going to have a really funny question. Does anybody have Velcro on their shoes?
Yes.
So Velcro and stickers work exactly the same way. They stick and then they unstick. And the scientist who invented Velcro went into the woods one day and got stickers all over them and got the idea for Velcro.
To me, partnership allows what we do well and what someone else does well to come together to really make and create some quantum impact.
And the Park Service have access to other partners as well. It's through the National Park Service I found access with the City of St. Paul and Wilderness Inquiry for canoeing and others that have come and created more programming and more opportunities for this camp to happen.
Welcome to biking. We are here from the St. Paul Police Department. What's A? Air. Okay, and then what's after A? B. What do you think B stands for?
Brakes.
Don't say banana.
Brakes.
Brakes or banana?
Brakes.
Brakes. Very good.
Other faces down. Good.
Actually, here. Ooh. Sorry, let's do.
Whoa! He turns around and he goes, no big deal. How many of you guys have done archery before?
Not me.
Do you have targets there too? So I'm double majoring in interpersonal communications and justice and peace studies. So I hope to work on some sort of social justice issue in a marginalized community of some sort, especially working at camp and seeing kids that don't have the opportunity to come, whether that's because of financial barriers or cultural barriers or just anything like that. And to me deciding that I wanted to further work with people from marginalized communities is definitely influenced by me growing up in camp and gaining values and experience from camp, and then also being a counselor and seeing how it can and has affected the kids that I've worked with.
For someone to have this experience and then want to go and do it on their own, you know, in an entrepreneurial sense, really it's this idea that the Y and a partnership with NPS is teaching young people how to fish, right? And then they go out and find their own path, find their own way.
The Y sees problems in the community and sees need in the community and finds ways to address them.
We want them to create this connection with the national park so that they don't have to drive all the way to Mount Rushmore or fly to the Statue of Liberty in order to go to a national park. And now they have all this knowledge that we've just taught them, that they can bring them back here and teach their own families.
Going to even one camp over the summer can really change your life. It can completely change what you want to do when you grow up.
We're about youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
I got a lot from them. I got a lot of smiles and good times.